Welcome back to Askewed Reviews. And today I'm reviewing a film that's currently in theaters. I also earlier this week did trivia reviews for the other two films in the series, so feel free to check those out at your leisure. The movie that I'm referring to is the 2025 film 28 Years Later, directed by Danny Boyle and written by Alex Garland. So this is in fact directed and written by the same team that did the original movie 28 Days Later. This is also apparently the first of a new trilogy, with the second film coming out at the beginning of next year, and apparently a 1 to 2 year gap until the third and final film in this trilogy. So I've been hearing mixed reviews about this one, but I actually really enjoyed it. Now, I know that there's some division between people about the ending, which I won't go into because I want to keep that a secret, but I do understand why some people don't like how it's a very big tonal shift, but I do still think it potentially works, and with it being a trilogy, I'm very interested to see where it goes from here. Also, if you're a big fan of the new Planet of the Apes movies, especially the most recent one, Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, I think you'll really enjoy this movie as well. So, now to tell you about the concept for the film. This movie, of course, takes place 28 years later after the events of the first two films. So, in this film, the rage virus has fully taken over most areas, and we pick up with a group of survivors who are living on an island. Now, they've been surviving very well there, but it seems that they have a tradition that once you become of a certain age, you are taken back over to the mainland to see what life is like over there. This is where we meet some of our main characters. We have Spike, who is a young boy that is just turning of age, and his father, Jamie, who is now going to be taking him to the mainland to show him what it's like. Now, Spike also does have a mother named Isla, who unfortunately is dealing with some sort of disease that they're not able to help with. It is debilitating her physical and mental abilities. So Spike begins to realize that his father, Jamie, may not have the best intentions for his mother, or at the very least, may not be trying as hard to help her out. Also, due to the fact that he does end up discovering that there's a doctor out on the mainland, or at least someone who used to be one, that his father has not tried to reach out to. So Spike decides to sneak his mother off of the island and back to the mainland to try and see if he can find this doctor and hopefully see if there's any way that he can cure her ailments. During this journey, this mother and son begin to find out a lot more about the infected, their world that they live in, and of course more about Isla's sickness. But by the end of this story, will they in fact find the doctor? Will they get attacked and taken out by the infected? Or will Jamie be able to actually find them? Now, as I mentioned near the beginning of this video, I really did enjoy this movie. I also felt it was a great addition to the actual story of the 28 Days movies. Is there a name yet for this series? Like the 28 movies? I don't know. But anyway, it feels like it's a great connection to the actual story. We learn a lot more about the lore, and there's some really great plot and characters that are shown throughout this film. So, me personally, I'm very excited to see what they do in this new trilogy. And at least for myself, I'm giving this movie a 4 out of 5. Definitely go check it out in theaters while you can. And if you've already seen it, let me know what you thought about it in the comments. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Skewed Reviews. And if there's any other movies coming to theaters that you think I should watch and do a review for, just mention them in the comments.